And
Yes.
that's good, but ridiculousness better.
It's still on, right? I mean, is Tosh.0 still on?
No, is it?
Is it still on? I mean,
I have
don't
no
know.
clue.
I don't think so.
I haven't kept up with Tashi.
Well, you don't know how Dan's doing?
All I remember is he had like a suicide counter on his website. Do you guys remember that?
Yes.
Oh,
I
he's
was
like,
gonna,
if he didn't make it by a certain...
Yeah, he was gonna kill himself.
He was gonna kill
And
himself.
I'm like, this is like really gnarly.
It
like,
wasn't.
I don't know.
Yeah, like. Was it a? Did that end up being a bit?
I remember
because
the time came and he's like, I'm not gonna kill myself.
Yeah,
And I
because
was like,
everyone was kind of
were you
concerned about
serious,
like.
bro? Like,
I remember it was a big thing that he was gonna like leave the show, maybe because he was having like mental health issues.
Oh,
or
really?
something like that. Like but I don't really know if that was the truth. Like maybe that just kind of was a rumor that came from the suicide counter thing, or I don't know. That was kind of weird. I hope he's all right.
It freaked me out. I remember when I was because I was like 12, 13. I didn't understand like the concept of suicide.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden he's like joking about it. I'm gonna look up if this fucking show is still on.
Yeah,
look
I
it up.
remember,
Give it a look up.
I know that stuck with you because, like pre even all of us living together, you came in my room one night and you were like, bro, this is what we need to do. And you had
Suicide counter?
this
Yeah,
intensity.
I remember that day,
And you're
yeah.
like, Tosh.0 did the suicide counter and we got to do the same. And I was like, wait, what? And you're like, with our careers.
Yeah.
And-
the career suicide counter.
Yeah, the
I
career
remember.
suicide. Yeah.
Career, okay,
And
not
it
like
was-
a real.
If
suicide
something
counter.
didn't like take off in a way by the end of the year, like we were going to delete
And it
all
did.
the music,
So it's like
and
we
it
didn't
worked
have
out.
to- yeah, I was like, because I remember feeling that way because I remember being like, and I actually kind of still stand by this.
It worked.
Okay.
My stance was, I felt so this was after like 5 years of trying to do music, okay, and like really having no traction whatsoever,
Yeah.
and having to start over.
We needed an edge.
Yeah, and I remember we put Dead Inside out, and I was like, I know this is a fucking hit, man. I remember thinking that, and then us having like 400 monthly listeners, and just being like,
this is a hit.
and I remember like a month after it came out, and then like our producer at the time told me like, well, back to the drawing board, it didn't work, which was, by the way, the worst fucking advice.
Really bad advice.
Dumb,
yeah.
dumb. It's not true. If you're putting out music, by the way, hello. If you're putting out music,
Welcome to All Talk.
man, just you got to just put it up and wait, okay? Because we don't live in the world where unless you're like signed to a major, even if you're, you know what? No, if you put up music, just wait, okay?
Just wait.
But I remember at the time I was like, you know what? I'm so sick of like people being like I feel like people just take, and nobody like gives in the music.
Right.
With the music, your position as a musician in society, people just listen to your shit for free.
Yeah, it's
And,
true.
Like, there's some people who like it, but it's like, I remember feeling like, well, I want like a career, and like I don't have fucking shit right now, and my sheet has a fucking hole in it, and I low key, like, what am I gonna do? Like, I was.
Is a whole.
Do you remember that? Do you remember my holy sheet?
I remember you had
has a hole in
the
it.
barest room. You're like, I'm on my minimalist shit, and like you had a beanbag.
Well, I just
you
didn't
had
want to
you had
ask
like
my
one
mom
pillow.
for money. I didn't want to ask my mom for money. I remember I was just graduated college,
Yeah.
and I was like, well, now what? And I really was like, yeah. And I saw I was like, I want minimalist shit, but like really, I just didn't have like, I just was like, I don't want to borrow money from my parent. I don't know. I felt weird.
I know
about it,
the
you know
feel.
what I mean?
I know the vibe.
Yeah, you came in my
So,
room and
I
you're
had
like,
no income. Yeah, so then I was just like, well, fuck this. I'm sleeping with this damn sheet, and it sucks in here. And I was like, you know what? Fuck the world. This was like April of that year. And I was like, fuck the world. Like, it's time to just put up like, you know, we're going to wipe our fucking music. If this isn't going to work, like, for the few people who do enjoy it, like, fuck them. I remember thinking that.
Yeah,
because
like-
it's like, well, you're not sharing with your friends and stuff.
yeah.
so it's
you
your
said,
fault
quote unquote,
that
like
it's
they
not-
don't deserve it if it doesn't.
You know, and I
work.
really
Yeah, if
felt
it's
that
not-
way. And
yeah.
to a degree, I'm not trying to be a dick. I know there's people listening to this that listen to our music, and I'm not trying to be shitty.
The
But,
only
like-
people that are listening.
No,
to
I
this
feel
listen
it.
to our
I
music.
feel that.
But it's like, come on, like you give your music away for free. When you see like a young band that's just like starting out, like show your friends.
It's the least you can do.
It's literally you're getting work that people work on for like years.
Yeah.
and spent all this money
time
on.
and money goes
Yeah.
so much goes into this fucking shit.
like
and you're
more
getting
than
it
you
for
could
free.
ever
Yeah,
imagine. And it's like really like that new song. Can't wait to see what's next. It's like,
but
what I just spent,
that's it.
That
You
was
really
my
liked it and
sheet
that
money
was it?
right there.
Yeah, that was everything. That was
that was my other pillow. You came in my room.
girlfriend kept buying me shit because like I was embarrassed because she
Yeah.
had more money than me. Not that that's a bad thing, but
Whoa,
I had
Tony.
literally no money. I remember I had no money, and I had to but it was awkward because like I just didn't want to ask my parents for money, and I didn't.
Yeah. I remember you said, yo, Becket, like, you're really good with this, like, feng shui shit. Do you think you could rearrange my room?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, let's take a look. And I walked in there, and it was just, like, a bed and a bean bag. I was like, there's not really many ways we could do this.
I know.
But,
put the
you know,
beanbag there instead.
look at now. We're fucking billionaires.
Yeah,
you know,
now we're
cosigns
billionaires.
from
Finally,
Bezos.
it's about
And
goddamn.
Bezos.
We got
Bezos.
the Blackpink cosign. Shout out Rose.
That's true. Yeah,
Come on, baby.
we did get the black pink. I can't
Yeah,
say that.
black-
plink.
We got the
Blackpink. The
Alyssa
Blackpink.
Violet cosign. Remember that
Absolutely.
one? Yeah.
All of our fans are only named after colors.
Yeah, we got the
Yeah.
Lucas meal coming to McDonald's pretty soon. Very excited about that.
Yes, I'm super
Yeah,
stoked about that.
What was on that meal again?
It's just it's the same as the BTS meal. It's just a burger and some fries.
and a side of barbecue sauce.
Like
Yeah,
eight
yeah.
packs of ketchup.
They were like, come get the BTS meal. It's like just a burger and fries. It's just like a regular
All of them
meal.
are burger
Yeah.
and fries. It's just
Yeah.
a different dipping sauce.
It was just a regular meal. You just asked for a different sauce. It's like, yo.
What was the Travis Scott meal? It was like
It was
barbecue.
it was
sauce.
barbecue sauce and
burger.
a Sprite.
Say
It was a
the
burger,
way,
fries.
Say it the way Jacques would, though.
Oh, I can't do it.
Why
justice.
his name is
It's a
Jacques?
burger.
That's way cooler
Webster
than
the
Travis.
Third.
You know,
It is
like-
true. It is way cooler, yeah, than Travis. I don't know. I guess Scott is kind of a famous sounding last
Yeah.
name.
It's like Scott.
I
I
think
think
of-
based on Kid Cudi, right?
I think of Ridley Scott. Oh, maybe.
Scott
Yeah,
Miscuddy.
I guess. That could make sense. But yeah, Jacques Webster.
Jacques Webster the Third.
Or he made the dictionary, is what it sounds like.
And he's ashamed that like his family legacy is defining all this stuff.
Yeah. He's like, look, man, I know I work with like words and poetry, but stop associating me with a book full of words. Okay? I'm not the Webster's dictionary.
Shout out Travis Scott.
Oh wait, one from.
Oh,
Hit-
yeah.
and
How
truly.
did that took too long to get to that drop.
Yeah.
And oh, by the way, there's no fucking way any of you guys could guess for how long Tosh.0 went on for.
How long?
I kind of just spoiled it.
8 seasons.
No, actually. See, because that's a lot, but no,
What? Like
more.
what? Like it's like a season a year, right?
It went on for 12 seasons. It just ended like in 2020.
Holy
the end of the
shit.
year in 2020 was like, okay, I guess we're done. It started in 2009. The
Damn.
show went for 11 years, and I have not heard about it since V-neck season.
Since
That's
V-neck
rough.
season.
Yeah,
man.
since Cardigan season.
That must be really rough.
I mean, you totally got passed up by ridiculousness.
That's
thought-
so fucked
I thought
up.
maybe like, okay, the Tosh.0 went away, so then ridiculousness like filled the void, but no, it just completely,
Overshadowed it.
yeah, it just completely
so
took it
shitty.
over.
Yeah, I totally thought it was like, oh, like that show did good ratings. He doesn't want to do anymore. Let's have Rob Dyrdek
Rob
come
Dyrdek
and like
come on and do it basically the same thing.
and have Chanel West Coast or whatever her name is giggle in the corner.
Yeah, she will giggle. She
With
will
no
continue
big
to
there.
giggle. Chanel West Coast, whatever her name is. You nailed it. That is her exact name. Yeah, no, that was exactly it. And that is a
Podcast exclusive.
Guys, I've been thinking we need to get more like guests on the pod because really we only had Sam that one time, right?
yeah. We had Sam that one time. I think we talked about having more guests.
Is that the
on
only guest we've
exactly.
had?
Yeah.
Well, is the thing like, should we have like, and I'm just spitballing here. This is all real, everybody. I mean, should we
figuring
have like
this
our
out.
friends on, or is that
Podcast
like?
exclusive?
Because I want to have like unnamed roommate on here before he goes to Japan. You
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
have like Tristan Carlos Cham, Gorilla
Yes.
Expert, our best friend who we've been talking about for years, and no one.
Yeah,
has seen him.
yeah. We do have a gorilla expert that we know personally that we could bring on to
So
the
if anybody
show.
has any monkey-related questions, send us a DM on Instagram.
Oh, yes, yes. I need all the chimp and ape related, any primate news. Any news. I want to have Tristan come here and just read like monkey news.
Okay, we need to print him out a sheet.
Yeah,
of-
yes, and read it like a newscaster. And he just needs to like.
Yeah, because I was thinking, like, we got to be like a little bit like like Nardwuar in the way that we should like present things to our guests. Now, I don't think we should go dig up for
Okay.
like rare, expensive vinyl because that's not really in the budget yet.
Yeah, that's not quite.
But
Yeah,
like,
but
if Tristan came in here, we're like, hey, we have a gift for you. Can you read off all the names of these headlines of the last like 20 days of gorillas?
Yeah,
we
I
found
just,
them all. and-
just
What
want
a great gift.
I just want him to, just see what's going on because what would be great is as he's, he can't know them beforehand. So as he's reading it, he'll be fascinated by whatever the story.
Oh,
is.
yeah.
And I could just imagine his reaction in that, like, wait, you're telling me?
He will do exactly that.
Yeah, and so I feel like that's something we could definitely document. No, I think we gotta have him on. Absolutely, no doubt. We could do. Who else? We need some other guests. I mean, we've had a myriad of guests on the show.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
But
so,
they usually like to, because of the budget so low, they don't like to show their faces.
yeah,
on,
and
like,
we
to call in.
we pay them by the minute, so they're usually in and out pretty quick.
Yeah, we need something a little bit closer to home, a little more grassroots.
I
People
feel like
can't
that's
relate.
what the people want, right?
Yeah, I mean, these celebrities are so unattainable. They're living such different lives. We gotta have people that are, closer to the, where we were a few years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
kind of in the
yeah,
scum.
before
the
we
filth.
were A-list.
Yeah, they're in the gutter. and the-
Billionaires. All of us are on celebrity birthdays.
Yeah, famous
Yeah.
birthdays.
Yeah, Becket.
Almost.
Right? All
Oh
of us.
man, let me tell you.
All three of us.
Let me tell you. All three of us have the pleasure, if I'm not wrong, all three of us have the pleasure of going on to famousbirthdays.com and looking up our own names.
Ugh, stinks like shit.
It does stink like
What
shit.
do
I
you
just want to
mean?
say, like, famous birthdays. I did email them about this, Becket. Did I tell you about that?
No.
I emailed them and I'm like, hey guys, like, you forgot one of our bandmates. Like, you kind of got to add it. This is his
You
information.
should add it, yeah.
Man,
They
that
didn't-
speaks a lot about your character.
They didn't hit
you
me
know?
back though, bro. I didn't want to tell you, but
Yeah.
I don't know if that's because they don't like you.
If they're not a
Hey,
fan.
I'm gonna buy the URL. I'm taking famous birthdays and all their famous database. They're all coming down.
I like
Yeah.
to think, that I'm like the number 7th most famous bassist that's 25 and white and was born in June.
Yeah, when you
famous
start looking
birthday-
at that, yeah.
And it makes me feel real good when I start to kind of think about that. I never realized how high up there I was. And so, I mean, that's top 10 right there. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, famous birthdays. Thank you for that information. Gets me through the day.
Yeah, I think I was like the number 7 most famous Aquarius named Tony.
Yeah.
Well, that's a pretty narrow cross
They
section.
narrow it down so much to make
Yeah.
you feel good. I love it.
And it's
yeah.
only the people that are on this website, which according to them, like, who is the number 1 producer in the world?
It was.
It was like, who is it? It was someone like old as fuck.
I mean,
I don't know.
I think it was like Timbaland or something.
Was it Timbo?
It was something, but then like the second one was like a TikToker.
Oh, like Zach Dossie? Wasn't it
It
Zach
was
Dossie?
like Zach Dossie or like
Our friend Zach Dossie, whose bed I slept on for 3 years. He left his bed in our house.
and who well, we won't talk about my bed, but
Oh yeah, well that wasn't him. That was Mikey's friend. But
How do you
shout
leave a
out to Mikey.
bed in
Sure.
someone's house?
Well, he was gonna live there.
Oh, at that. Oh, okay.
So he
got
bought
you.
a bed, and then he was like, "I'm not living here anymore," and he basically like fucked over the guys who were
Yeah,
living in
yeah.
the
So
house.
you
But
came
then
in
I
and took his
swooped in
spot and his bed.
and I took the bed, and I actually slept on the bed for years and years and years. So
Good bed.
it was it was fine. You know,
You heard that here. You heard it here first, Zach. You have good taste in mattresses.
there was just one stain on it.
Oh, a curious stain.
It was
huh?
a curious stain, but I was just like, ignore it. Put the sheet over it. Ignore
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
yeah,
okay.
I mean,
you
I
never
don't even know
what
if you
that
ever
is.
slept over, but who knows?
So someone
Well,
stained.
Mattress,
there was a lot of
Mattress King.
stains.
It was from Mattress King, so he might have stained the.
Yeah, the king
the
himself. might
king.
have done
Yeah,
it.
the king. Royal.
Yeah, there was a mattress stain problem in that house. So
Yeah.
who may have just came with the territory.
What are you
Yeah.
talking about? You got a coomer on the loose?
Yeah,
That's
Becket had so much why
Cum
don't
in
you tell
his-
the story?
Well, so I had moved my stuff in, and I live where I was in the summer in Arizona before I actually like came back for school and was living in this house. So I came back, and there was on my bed a massive stain, an impressive stain, a stain that had very wide circumference. It covered a lot of surface area, an alarming, a lot of surface area.
Okay, so first,
And-
your first reaction when you see the stain, what do you think that it could have been? Because it's so wide, it can't be semen. You know, it can't be.
Yeah, no.
It,
no.
it
Cum.
was
So
it
it
was
was-
some sort of vaginal fluid for sure. It was
Oh, that's what you meant? I always thought the
What?
whole story was like there was like a pool of man cum.
That sounds like pee.
well, I don't think the
Man cum.
I mean,
Wait, what are you talking
I thought
about?
there was like a puddle of
What is man cum?
like semen, like
Yeah, but it's like it can't be
Like-
because it's too big of a.
that's what I
can't
thought.
make that much
that's what I
semen.
thought was so heroic about the whole thing.
I mean that would truly be. I wouldn't even
choice
be
of
upset
words.
at that point. I would just be, you know, a
Impressed.
little concerned and very impressed.
Yeah, concerned what? Because he's like so drained
Because
wherever
like,
he is. Yeah.
Are you all right?
I'm fucking tired.
Yeah, pretty nasty stuff, y'all. That's what
sticky.
that's what happens.
Stuff.
Don't ever. So basically, a little
Wait,
tip.
that's
tip
it?
To,
What happened with the stain?
Well, that
Did you find out what it was, or
Well, I mean, I basically said there was someone who had spent the night in my room on top of my bed, apparently, and apparently had a guest. And when I tried to get to the bottom of it, you know, there was denials from
You were
all ends.
gaslit, yeah.
I was gaslit.
wow.
And it, you know, it was a weird vibe because I don't think anyone asked me about it. So I came home and I saw that, and you know, we don't know. There's suspects, and I think I cracked the case, but we don't know for sure. You know,
Someone
I didn't
had
get a
sex on your
DNA
bed.
swab.
Someone had sex on your bed,
Someone had good
And got-
sex on my bed.
and
They
Yeah,
got
and you know what?
busy.
You gotta be excited for them a little bit because the sex clearly was like pretty out of.
it
this
seemed like
world.
someone fucking
Yeah, they-
finished first.
They got around. They
That
got
was-
around
yeah,
for sure.
photo finish.
It was, and they didn't even try to hide the evidence. I mean, that's the kind of people we were dealing with.
I mean, I
That's-
like to believe they were so proud of it that they left it as
Yeah.
like a, you know, a souvenir.
Maybe
for me.
they were just like in such a state of euphoria that it was like kind of dazed them, and they didn't think about the stain or even.
Yeah, you would
really
think when you have a black comforter and you know if you're like crashing on someone's bed, you would think like, I don't know, maybe clean it up. I'd clean it up.
you know.
Well, we were dealing with like the mega rich though. Like let's not forget that detail because we were living with this dude who was like super rich and like his friends from back home. This was who did this,
Yeah.
and they were also part of the mega rich.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
like,
Oh,
so
okay.
it was like it was Succession vibes.
Yeah, you know,
when they're
I
like-
would totally do the same thing now. Now
Yeah,
that
now
I'm in
that
that
you're
spot.
Now
or
that
like
you're
or maybe
there.
like when you have a kid, you're just gonna spoil the hell out of them.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they're gonna they're gonna be like dumping loads like a goddamn dump truck all over the
Just
fucking
everywhere.
fucking
all over town.
Here,
Wreaking
there,
havoc.
everywhere. It's gonna be. It's gonna be a spray.
So listen, when somebody asks you or doesn't ask you if somebody can spend the night in your bed when you have roommates, just say no.
Yeah, and I
You
just
gotta
want to
say no.
give a shout out to all the people who did let me spend the night in their bed that I definitely did have sex on. I apologize. It was not the right thing to do.
Well,
but
presumably
a-
you didn't leave like puddles of coom.
It
on
wasn't.
the-
Yeah, I've always been told this. I have clean strokes. You know, there's no splash zone, so
Nice and tidy.
it's all
I love
dry
that.
down there.
It's
It's like it's
I'm
like,
actually-
baby
just a
powder
plume of-
comes out. It's just like yeah, exactly. It's kind of like an old mummy's tomb. It's kind of like it's like an Indiana Jones old crypt where he has to dust it off before he opens up the chest. You know, that's what it looks like. It's like someone
It's like
spilled.
a smoker's lungs.
Yeah, yeah. It's like spilling pancake mix on your bed. It's just not.
God.
It's not what
Like
you
dry pancake mix.
Dry, yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
not. Yeah, just the. Just. The,
It's like just add water. Kind
Yeah,
of thing.
yeah. Right. Exactly.
Jesus,
so
man,
that's
that's
what's going
fucking
on
funny.
here. I don't know how we got here, but yeah. Sorry about that. Trayer.
We got to get Unnamed Roommate on the pod. I don't know
Yeah.
if anyone still remembers Unnamed Roommate from. I feel like our demographic's pretty different on the podcast.
People
than it
different.
was
Yeah,
on the,
yeah. People still remember Unnamed Roommate, and I know that because people still remember Jazzman. So, and we had someone ask about Jazzman, and I'm just gonna say, no, fuck no. I'm not gonna talk about Jazzman. We're never gonna bring up Jazzman ever again. I know I'm doing this now, but I'm doing it as a. This is a warning. Okay, I know you're fans and all, but
R.I.P.
fuck
Jazz.
you.
pick your fandoms more carefully because that's a bad guy.
We like to sort of keep a volatile energy about us. So if you're a fan of us, you need to sort of be giving us every single thing you have, and we won't appreciate it.
Yeah. Like, remember
Yeah.
that song that we referenced in an early episode? Like, let's do it tonight.
Yeah.
Give me everything tonight.
We are the...
Give me everything tonight.
Who
It's
sings that
still-
song?
I don't know.
Yeah. So we're like that vocalist. We're them. And you're-
Neo. It's Neo.
Yeah, we're Neo. Was he the guy who had the Band-Aid? No, that's Nelly.
I was gonna say Nelly.
Yeah, no. but
Initially.
it's another... Yeah.
You know, they both their name starts with an N-E.
N-E.
There's four
Yeah, I
letters,
think
right?
N-E.
Or no, Nelly's five letters. Nelly's 5 letters.
Five, I guess.
And they're both R&B singers.
Yeah.
And they have like a similar. Actually, no. I was listening to a Nelly song this week with
Yeah.
the Notorious B.I.G. and it was,
Oh,
Nasty
yeah,
Girl,
dude.
I think is the
Nasty
name.
Girl, yeah, dude.
and I'd never heard
Dirty
that track,
Girl or something like that.
and it fucking rules.
Yeah,
man.
Nelly's fucking hot.
The beat is so
it's so
good.
That song is so fire.
Yeah, wait, I'm
dude.
not gonna do Nelly like that. Actually, like Nelly. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's getting hot in here, right? That's
Oh
Nelly.
yeah.
Yeah, what a fucking banger.
That's a
That is
banger,
honestly
dude.
song of every summer.
Man,
I don't know,
some
what-
of those Nelly songs, I could say they're just a dream. You know?
Is that a different Nelly song?
Yeah.
Nice.
Fuck, dude.
Nice.
I don't know that one.
Yeah.
Do you guys know the Boys to Men have fucking 8 of the top 10 most longest charting Billboard songs?
I could see
specifically
that.
Boys to Men. It for some reason that surprised me because I couldn't name that many Boys to Men songs off the top
I
of my
hear
head
you,
right
I
now.
hear you.
But I do love Boys to Men, and every time I hear a song, I'm like, oh fuck yeah!
It is. It's aged really surprisingly well.
Yes,
Compared
hell-
to other like boy, because they're like a boy band. Boyz II
Yeah,
Men was,
yeah.
like-
Especially like in that era where like boy
Yeah.
bands were a thing and like so big that like their music aged so fucking well. But it just surprised me. I was like, oh fuck, like that many songs. Like
yeah, it's funny that like now I listen to like I heard of Backstreet Boys. Like I was at Monty's the other day and I'm enjoying a vegan burger, and like it was Backstreet Boys night clearly.
Yeah.
And so they were just playing Backstreet Boys at one after another. And I'm listening to the
After
production
Backstreet
and I was like, because they have good speakers in there.
yeah,
And it was like, wow, this is actually like cool production. Like now it would be considered cool.
it would
and at
be
the
like
time-
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they had a lot of like Timbaland stuff and.
Oh, did they? I didn't know that.
You
It
know
was
what?
like dope. The beats
Actually,
were really good. They had a lot of
it was
like
after.
like just reverses and a lot of like, pew, you know, pew.
yeah.
Yeah,
Kind
yeah.
of little like
little
poppy.
hits, you know.
Yeah, hits.
I was wrong. It wasn't Timbaland, but they had like
Impacts.
Timbaland style things, which is would make sense.
It was really. I mean, it was like. It was cool production. Like, I
Yeah.
wonder if we're gonna look back on like One Direction at some point. I couldn't imagine because One Direction was like way tackier.
I don't know. Yeah,
In One Direction, like they felt like younger, like
I kind of feel you on that.
like JT, like they felt like older. You know, maybe because I was so young. when I
but
saw,
you
no, like they were
NSYNC
like
too.
yeah. NSYNC was like
NSYNC is sick too. Like there's certain like unironically like good. There's undeniably good songs
Yeah,
that both NSYNC and Backstreet Boys have.
what's that song Gone? You know what I'm talking about?
No, I know. I don't honestly know the names very well. I know
You
the
recognize
yeah.
if you
I don't
heard
know.
it.
Maybe if I heard.
I
it.
like the one for you.
Yeah,
That one, that fucking rules, bro.
Yeah.
That's such a good fucking song. I mean, the melodies are so crazy, man.
So good, bro.
Yeah.
And his voice, as like, look, the delivery, obviously dated with that. Not gonna be mine.
Yeah.
Like it's funny at this point, but that will come back around and people
Yeah,
start
yeah.
doing it again.
I think I don't know. It's like it's almost like that era of boy band. It's like they were blatantly singing about how they were trying to fuck you. Where like One Direction was like subliminally, It was all like tucked away. That wasn't like the main thing. We were still trying to like thirst trap you, but Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, that was like part of the brand. Like, let's sell these fucking, get up there and dance.
didn't, like,
shake your ass.
Their manager.
Guy, I just imagine a big guy with a big cigar.
Yeah, big cigar. He looks like he's
Listen,
fucking
I have a lot of money.
pinstripe suit and
But realistically, it's more like Simon Cowell is who we're dealing with. Like
Yeah.
the
No,
devil
with
incarnate.
JT, with like
The devil
NSYNC,
himself.
the devil.
I
He's
think
the
that
devil,
it
yeah.
was like that sort of thing. Like it was this guy, like he ended up going to jail, like still might be in jail for some crazy
Who was
like
telling me
like,
that they were like,
What?
dude, I got the manager from NSYNC, and it was like
It was
the
like-
old manager who went to prison, and someone was like bragging about it.
Yeah.
Who was that? Fuck me, I can't remember. But
don't
we
know.
were talking to someone. They were like, bro, I just got landed NSYNC's old manager, and it's like, you mean the one?
It's
the
like
one
the
who went
one
to
that
jail?
notoriously fucked over his people,
Incarcerated.
and he's in
He
jail.
literally went to jail. Like,
Wait, what did he do? Did he do something
He
naughty?
like, I don't know if he was like taking money from the company. He was doing something like sketchy with
He was extorting.
with the money, but
Okay. How about
yeah. you know,
He Dane
shout
cooked
out
him.
NSYNC.
Shout out NSYNC. Shout out One Direction. Harry Styles
It was a Ponzi scheme.
is
the
one.
king, yeah, Harry Styles. You know, that guy's music is cool. I think it's really good. I think his latest
I
album
agree.
was really good.
It was fucking
We
good.
got Harry's House on the way, coming out next month.
Is it called Harry's House?
It's called
that?
it's
Oh my god, I can't
Harry's
wait.
House. Yeah,
I can't fucking wait. That sounds fucking hilarious.
It's
Harry's
great.
House.
Harry's House is the new Harry Styles record.
We get to. Oh, that's what it's called.
Yeah,
Okay.
I fuck with the alliteration. It's nice.
It
Nice
sounds
and
like
simple.
Aaron's House, like the old Aaron Carter album. You know,
That, he had an
Speaking of
album
the
called
boy band.
Aaron's House.
like make noise, all around the count. What? You guys remember that song?
I don't remember that one.
To the
though.
left, to the right, make noise. You don't know that song?
No,
No, I
dude.
remember him. I remember him beating Shaq in basketball, though.
Maybe I do. Yeah, he beat Shaq.
Little fucking white kid.
That was so
goes to the
stupid.
goddamn.
Isn't that what it was
They
called?
have to let him win.
I beat Shaq or something.
It's something, yeah.
Like
something
it was
like
a whole
that.
song.
Yo, you know what song about basketball back in the day, played by a rapper who I think Lil Bow Wow, right, was in Like Mike. Was that Lil Bow Wow?
Oh, I'm not
I
sure.
think so. Yeah, I think so.
I think it was Lil Bow Wow.
look it up
By
just
the
to
way,
be sure.
what is going on with Lil Bow Wow? Has anyone heard from him?
I have not heard an update. I need an update
What,
report
I know
on Lil
Lil
Bow Wow.
Romeo, I heard, was like, which, by the way, the Lil Romeo show. Hey, Ro, what's your flow? It's time for the Romeo show. That song fucking.
Yeah, bro.
That was a good ass show.
Now who did I don't want to go to school? Which
That was Lil Romeo.
Lil Romeo? Okay, yeah.
I won't grow up.
Yeah,
That's
I don't want to grow
deep
up.
banger.
I don't want to grow up. Yeah, you opened my eyes to that.
Okay,
gem.
so I
That
used to
was
go on a
great one.
website called BMP3 before
Okay.
before the days of stealing music legally.
Yeah, before legal stealing music,
Before
we
you
did
could
it
just
illegally.
listen. Yeah, this is illegal stealing of music. And this was bmp3.com, and I remember it showed me this. It suggested like a Lil Romeo song that I showed Lucas when we were like 12, and it was just look up "I Won't Grow Up" by Lil Romeo, and I'm just gonna leave it there.
I don't want to be a parent.
You don't have to.
You don't have to be a parent.
One of the lyrics was like a back and forth vocal.
Yeah, it's like a call and response.
You don't have to be a parent. It's him talking to himself too.
I don't want to go to school. So Lil Bow Wow is 35 now, and he's still on Def Jam. So-
Nice.
And he was in Fast and Furious 9, which is the most recent one, the 2021 one, I guess. Other than that, it looks like Mike was his claim to his Hail Mary.
Dude, Like Mike rules too. That movie's great.
Like Mike was great, man. He threw the shoes up on the telephone wire, right? Or someone threw
Yeah.
them up there. Maybe Mike did himself. Then he found them. They got
Yeah.
like a shocked with electricity. That was it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good.
Yeah,
for
and then
him.
he goes to jail, and then he starts digging holes.
No,
because
that's Stanley Yelnats.
yeah, what?
That's his name.
Yeah.
Stanley Yelnats. Or
Oh
whatever.
Yeah, from Holes.
From holes. He's digging up at them holes.
Yeah, his name's just
digging-
Stanley, right?
Stanley. Yeah, Stanley Yelnats.
Yelnats is
Yelnats
just
is
Stanley.
Now remember
Stanley
the
backwards.
Yelnats.
And
Well, do you know what?
hey,
this-
wait. I'm sorry. I'm
Go ahead,
sorry.
go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. Does anyone? What is the name of the fluid that they drink?
Sploosh Mountain is the.
Oh, you actually remember? I thought we were all gonna struggle with like splooge or speech.
It's
or,
come
or
back into my
squeam or-
life.
Yeah. Wait, the spooge is coming into your life?
There was I had a roommate.
Wait, sploosh, right?
Sploosh, yeah.
He would like say he was like, that's like my phrase, man, and he would say
Oh,
sploosh.
God.
No, it's-
And like
No, that's
Like-
Stanley's phrase.
You got too much time on your hands, man. You gotta.
and, I mean, I
Something
remember
to do.
he had like kicked down like a picket fence and like broke a picket off, and he had like painted like sploosh on it, and he hung it up in our room, and we're like, why is this here? And he's like, dude, that's like my thing, sploosh. And then like we had another friend that was like, no, it's actually
so
my
fucking-
thing. I made it up. Like I saw holes first.
Oh,
I
no.
made it up.
I
I
made
saw
it up. I
that.
saw holes.
And it was this big like rift in the friend group.
Oh, that's
because,
the stupidest
no.
fucking thing I've.
Yeah,
That's some
because
frat boy idiot shit.
there was like arguing about the sploosh.
Wait, frat boy. How? Wait, I thought you were like 8 years old.
No. This was like my freshman year in college.
No
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
way.
It's just some like we went to like just a fratty school in general.
No
There were just a
way.
lot of weirdos at our school.
What
not proud of
college
it.
kid is finding holes?
No, that's
Cool.
bro, but that's exact because ironically, like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's like
no, bro, it's really good.
Like it was
It's
like his
actually
his
post-irony.
score phrase like hell yeah. He'd be like sploosh.
yeah, it just like trying to dumb. Lucas and I started a cult in. We're talking about cults.
have we talked about this?
I don't know if we have. Becket, do you know about I'm a Quab?
No,
I don't think we've ever talked
What?
about this at all.
like
around
crab but with the
anyone.
W.
Hold on, are we
Yeah.
rolling?
Yeah, we're rolling.
Okay,
Exactly
Lucas,
that,
do you want to
actually.
go
We're
ahead and
rolling loud.
explain?
I mean, so where do you remember? Where
I know
it
exactly
started?
where it started. Yeah,
Oh,
you
wow.
were watching
Okay,
it.
okay.
So Lucas
Tell me where
actually
it started.
started it.
Oh. Go
ahead.
ahead. We were. There was a video on
Team
Team
Fortress
Fortress
2,
2. If you play as one of the classes, the spy, they have like a little cigarette case that you can open up to pick your different disguises. And if you look up and crouch while while opening the cigarette case, your character model fucks up. It looks like shitty, and he walks around like a crab. And we would just do that in Team Fortress 2 and be like, oh yeah, oh I'm a quab, oh I'm a quab, and did that voice and just say that. And it was just like a little shitty bit that we would do, like I'm a quab. And we just kind of like, you know how bits evolve, you just say them in weird different ways. I'm a quab. And then I don't know, can you take it from here?
Yeah,
I
it
don't
got
even
out of
know how-
control. I mean, we just started because I was saying it, Lucas was saying it, and like, I'm not gonna lie, we had like a cult following in middle school.
Yeah, we
all
had
right?
clout.
Like we weren't cool.
Yeah.
but we were like on the fringes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we weren't like
people were like, those kids are weird, but like not like they weren't like bullying us so much at that point.
we
It
weren't
was
like
more
Hall and Oates. We were like the Smiths, you know. We were like the like
Yeah,
you're-
kind of
you're
we were
indie
like the
kids.
alternative.
Yeah.
We were
cool
the
kids.
indie kids.
You're the
Yeah,
A24
yeah.
kids.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. So we were going around being like, I'm a quab. And then it just kind of got out of control. Then everyone was saying it. So then we started drawing quabs. And then it was like, it was like a horn, like a unicorn on like a crab
Yeah,
with
like-
like human feet.
Yeah, like what is this creature?
Yeah,
so
and
let's
it's like,
draw
you
it
gotta
out.
have feet. And then we made a planet Quabalania. Was
and then we had like a hierarchy. So we had like the king quabs, and then other people of our friend group would be like, this is like our officer. Here our friend Vic. He's like our general of the quab army of like a group. We knew it got like weird and big because like other people, like girls that I never even talked to, would be like, "Are you like? I heard about the quab thing."
we were
They would
like
come up to us-
sick, dude.
Yeah, we were like, "Oh,
How
shit."
old were you guys?
So then,
What, like 13? 12?
yeah, there's like middle school. So then I think we like Tony and I kind of what do you say? We like manufactured a kind of like staged like rivalry where it was like here's
remember
the
the sport, to be
here's
honest.
it was Quab KWAB versus Crab KRABB or something like that. Like
Yeah, I remember
Where-
I remember the crabs and the quabs, and I
yeah.
remember it just getting completely out of control. And, then they were just like everyone was like picking sides.
so then you
and
pick
stuff.
sides. Yeah, it was like team Tony or team Lucas. Like, are you a Quab, which I think was my team, or are you a Crab?
Yeah.
it's like so, or vice
my
versa.
Romeo and
I don't
Juliet
remember.
shit.
So then it was like, yeah, you had like our each individual armies fall, and then I don't know what the fuck happened. With that.
I mean, we
don't
just
know.
it was a whole. It was
The
like
Great Quab War.
all I know
It
is
was
like
a
we
quab
had
war.
like a. It was like a. It was out of control. Like
Yeah.
everyone at our school was going around being like, "I'm a crab."
People would just say that. People I don't know, I would just hear that in classes
Yeah.
and be like from across the class, like someone said
Dude,
it.
it was
it was so
crazy.
weird.
Everyone at school was doing it.
And it was like the most non-thing. Like it was just like the word quab. I don't.
And it's like
the
we,
voice.
you know how you always be like, how did this thing start? The trend? Like Lucas and I remember the day we were playing online, and he was just like, "I'm a crab." And I was like, "This is funny."
yeah, let's just say this at school, and then it became this weird thing.
Yeah, it was like that, and then we would watch Flight of the Conchords, and it was like we just
Yeah.
liked our shit. We were like really into like what we were into.
Yeah,
and
our
we
shit, yeah.
and we were just like fuck everyone else.
That-
And we learned very early that if you just do that, like people want they kind of fuck with you. You'll never be like a popular kid, but who wants to be a popular kid?
Yeah,
anyway?
exactly. Yeah,
Like we had the most fun.
yeah. No, 100%.
Yeah.
How are all those popular kids doing now?
You know, some of them
They're still quabbing.
Some of them are dead.
They're feeling
Yeah,
quabby.
think about that.
Think that some of
Some
them
of them
are
aren't even
dead. Some of
fucking
them are
alive.
still alive.
And how do you think that happened?
Yeah, just I don't know. Is that a weird coincidence?
I'm
that
not gonna answer
we
it for
weren't
you.
any of them,
Yeah.
and we're not dead.
And we're alive.
So
Read it and weep. This heart still beats.
And by dead, I mean unpopular, unlike us.
That's right.
you know, it's so crazy because now, you know, what is it like? 7-8 years out of high school, out of
Yeah.
or 8 years out of high school, right? And it's like I go back to my hometown, and if I go to the place that we used to get lunch at,
Bro.
like in high school, like I still see almost every time like the popular kids from high school like
Yes.
hanging out with some of the nerdy kids from high school because they just kind of like brought them in after everybody left.
Yeah, it
they
was
kinda
whoever
just
was
regrouped.
left. Whoever's left. Yes.
And it's
yes.
like, oh my God, you've been in this town. Like you never
For nearly
ever,
10 years.
ever left. You never have done anything else. You've never seen anything else. You've been working at like Nick's downtown.
Yeah.
You know, like making like
Hey, Nick's is good.
Anyone from that is the
Yeah.
perfect reference. Right
it's
there.
like
Yeah.
it's crazy to me that like especially like the rich kids too. Like I'll go to like
Yeah.
Pavilions, which was the bougie grocery store in town.
yeah.
And like I'll always see the same. It's like because they don't want to leave because they're like, how could you ever
Leave
match up
this.
to the money that
Yeah,
your parents
exactly.
had? And then there's also the kids who are like, they're still like, yeah, we don't fuck with like those guys and stuff. I'm like, oh, you guys are like dumb. This doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It
like you're
never
still
mattered.
in on like
Yeah.
the like high school friend group thing. Like that's still your.
It's still the
current
crab
life.
versus the quab for them.
Yeah, for them.
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly, dude.
They haven't grown out, even though you know they're the royalty has left.
Yeah, I mean we're on to bigger and better things, obviously.
Yeah, yeah,
Clearly.
Although I checked our high school alum celebrity whatever you call it list, and we're not on there. So
What?
I think someone needs to
Wait, where is that?
Someone needs to. I'm not even kidding. I really did look this up.
Wait, where is it?
Like 2 weeks ago, I just
Like
searched
on Wikipedia?
LBUSD. Was it Wikipedia? They might have had like their own section of the Laguna
Wait,
Beach website.
We need to get on there.
That's what the fuck I'm saying, bro. Look,
I'm gonna contest this.
there was like a person who was like, something, whatever. Donna Johnson. She's a famous pianist. Donna Johnson, famous pianist. I never heard of that bitch. Fucking okay, all right. And I bet she's listening to Dead Inside. They're listening to Dead Inside all across this fucking country. Okay, put this.
Listen, I'm not gonna be an asshole right now. I'm not gonna be an asshole, but it might come off like me being an asshole. So I just
Oh,
want to.
okay,
I just
no.
want to say it to the camera. My college roommate hit me up yesterday and was like, dude, they're playing your shit in this like Uber I'm in Nashville. And I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Yep.
And he's like, and the guy didn't believe me that you're my friend. Look, I get it. We're not famous. We're like Z-listers. But at the same time, if you're on the list, you're on the fucking
You're on
list.
the fucking list.
So I'm just saying, even if we're Z-listers, we're on the fucking list. We've gone viral time and time again. Our song gets 1 million streams a month. Don't tell me
There you go.
that we're not on the fucking thing. And we're playing in every Target around the fucking
It's
country.
fucking true. I keep getting texts from people. Oh, I heard your song in Trader Joe's. I heard your song in Target. All right, you know who shops at Trader Joe's? Fucking Zendaya. All right,
Yeah.
and if she can hear our shit, then why the fuck aren't we on the Laguna
If
Beach Unified
Zendaya
School
is
District
listening
website?
to our music, then why are we not on the website?
That is sound logic as far as I'm concerned, and I'm fucking pissed. Can't you see it in my eyes?
The math is there. The data sheets, it's all there. Go on Famous Birthdays. So we got the number 6 curly-headed
yeah.
singer-songwriter in
By the way,
Laguna.
stop asking me if I have a fucking perm. Fuck off.
If people really keep asking
I'm
you that?
done with that question. I don't have a fucking perm.
Yeah, the answer is
fucking
yes. Just stop
assholes.
asking.
Yeah,
Jeez.
Imagine actually having naturally curly hair.
Hey, it's going to be really funny in context because this video is going to get like 300 views.
Right.
And we're going to be ranting about how famous we are.
Famous we are.
Look, the podcast is still getting its sea legs, all right? But we're getting more and more views every week, baby.
They say you never know what you're doing till your 100th episode. So we're still
We're on
warming
like
up.
28.
Yeah, we
We're
got
like
a while to
38
go.
or something.
So we got a lot of time to start ramping it up.
Listen, we're slowly but surely growing. I don't care. We're slowly
Donna
but surely growing.
Johnson, the famous pianist, is fucking. If we're Z-list celebrities, then she's a fucking. Zero.
not even on the
Nothing.
list,
Yeah,
dude.
she ain't no.
She passed the numeral. She's going straight to like decimal points.
Yeah,
you
she's
know?
yeah, exactly.
The
Dude,
characters
it's
have
just like it's not
passed.
that we're so famous. It's just like if you're gonna
the scale of it.
put people on the list that are not famous, well then we sure as fuck should be there. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, most definitely.
We have more monthly listeners than Ty Segall,
Is that true?
also from our hometown. Yeah.
And guess what? No, never mind.
I
We
remember.
love all Laguna Beach.
I love Ty Segall. I'm not.
Yeah, no,
even
I
trying
love
to
Ty
shit.
Segall. I was
Ty
just
Segall's
about
great.
to,
Ty
like-
Segall's better than us.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
I was
I'm not even like
no,
Ty Segall
yeah, don't get me
invented
wrong.
like a genre, but
I was just about
we
to.
have more monthly listeners, so put us on the fucking list.
So we're famous. I'm sick of it. Laguna Beach, you'll be hearing from me very soon.
I'm not gonna lie to you. This is gonna sound like I'm an asshole. There's no way this is gonna not sound like I'm an asshole. But I have used this excuse. Someone was being somebody, and I'll say it was justified. I don't regret anything, and I'll actually explain the situation. Some dude met me and my girlfriend. It was like my girlfriend's a lawyer, okay, and they were like, oh, like so I see why you guys are together. Like she's gonna make the money, right? And I was like, I thought that was so rude. So then I got like, I couldn't control myself. I was like, not in this family. Why don't you Google me? And he was like, and I was like, no, Google me right now. Look up my name and my net worth. Go ahead. Because, you know, I knew my net worth
The
said,
net worth says-
my lying
say a
net worth-
million or
it said
something?
$1 to $3 million is what I have. Which is, by the way, not even fucking close.
Such a wide
But-
range.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not true, but I was
Yeah.
acting as if it was true because
Of
I was
course.
heated that this guy said that. I was heated.
No, that's not right.
And I was like, go ahead and go. And he was like laughing. And I'm like, no, seriously, Google me. And it was so awkward. It was so awkward. I felt myself sounding like an asshole. But at the same time, he came at me. So what was I
came
going to
at
do?
you.
What
No,
was I gonna do?
you flexed what you had, but I
What
could
little I had.
I
yeah.
could picture him like seeing the net worth website, but like not saying anything.
Yeah,
trying to
of
like
course.
not continue. Like he just sees it and goes like,
Absolutely.
and just doesn't talk.
That
You know, like
motherfucker,
I'm not gonna
man.
bring it up again. So if he doesn't bring it up, then I don't have to admit I'm wrong. That kind of vibe.
And it got to me. It got to me.
No, that's good.
It got to me. And then I had to, I was like, did I take that too far?
Yeah.
Afterward. But you know what? No. I didn't
No,
take
you
shit
didn't.
too far.
No,
Fuck
Sometimes
that
you just
guy.
no,
gotta-
that guy took it too far.
And you know what? I did it on behalf of all fucking musicians everywhere because we get shat on, we get lumped in, and it's not our fault that society just doesn't fucking value what we do enough. But
Yeah.
by the way, shout out NFTs. Let's make me some money. Come on. Let's get NFTs. Let's get them sustainable. Let's get
NFTs,
get
baby.
musicians making money, baby. Come on, change the world. Do you want to own Dead Inside? Well, you can kind of.
You can you can sort of. You can
Look,
give us
you-
money.
You can give us money, and I support
That's
that.
what you want me
It's if you want to support.
support that.
Yeah, I support you giving us money.
I'm gonna go on record and say that I also support you giving us money, because you don't give us enough. I see my bank account.
Look, and I just want to say, like, I see musicians who are much smaller than us who are making like bank on NFTs, and I don't think if there's someone wants to buy it, why would we not let them? It's the new way of owning art. I don't understand why we can't let it happen. We should do NFTs, man. We really should.
We're going to. Yeah.
Is this the NFT pitch?
We should do NFTs. Like, look, like,
It's been in the works.
and you know, I'm just like, artists have just been stolen from for so many fucking years. It's just like everyone appreciates it, but no one values it. You know what I mean?
Except for Tidal. Tidal, we're gonna save the
Get paid
industry.
a little bit more.
It's time that artists get paid what's fair. Coming from Nicki Minaj, it's like, oh yeah, like she's not getting paid enough. Cool ad. Title.
40K for a verse, no album out.
Yeah.
No album out.
Yeah.
That's how she says it,
She
Becket.
did say it. her voice is great, man.
She's the queen. She's the queen.
She hasn't like
She's the Barbie.
thrown up, like she hasn't put up a verse like that verse since Monster. But
Don't say anything bad about Nicki Minaj.
I won't, because I love Nicki Minaj. Actually, I'm not trying
Our
to. Like,
podcast will burn
it's just
to the
like
ground.
that verse was so good.
So
and I hate
hot.
to be
That's like her
basic.
entire discography is like post that verse.
I know.
No album out.
It's like what people would say about us and Dead Inside, you know? Like,
There you
guess
go.
so.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, but we got Dead Inside Stripped climbing up.
God, and you know, I feel so mixed about that because like at one point, like I'm like, yeah, I mean that's great,
yeah, more people.
and it's like, well, the song's just really moving, and for some reason now more than ever.
Yeah,
But
but it's like
It's like,
I don't want
fuck,
it to
you
be like
guys,
Dead
like-
Inside and then Dead Inside.
yeah, I know,
Again?
but guys, it is. So I just checked today.
Oh, come on.
And by the way, it went from the bottom of our list to the top.
How
like
did
I
that
don't, because
happen?
Spotify just put it on. Like if you look at the chart,
Yeah.
you can see like the metrics and stuff. It just
all
got
of a sudden,
like that, and I'm
What
like, I
happened?
don't know what happened, but you guys, like, look, we got a potential banger on our, like, I mean, it is a banger. I mean, but like, this is happening now. The music industry, maybe it'll chart. You know, who knows?
maybe we'll finally get on the high school alum page. Maybe it's about goddamn time.
How many streams do you have to get per day to be charting? Because we're getting like 40,000 streams a day from that track.
Well, what is charting based off? Is it based off of sales?
No, like I'm talking like Spotify, like
Okay,
album
okay,
or
okay.
Viral
song
charts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what is on the? What do you have to do to like? How many is it? Like a million streams a day?
I think I haven't been on Spotify in a while.
don't know.
But they used to like show
They did,
how
yeah.
many streams are like which all the top songs are getting. So like sometimes it'd be like 900,000, I guess, a day for this Post Malone song, and it's like number 30 or something.
Yeah.
So maybe
For
you just
sure.
need something.
Look, man, all I know is like apparently there's this there's like I mean there's a lot of music that is like charting from way back in the day that came out like a long time ago.
Yeah.
And now I'm understanding why with Dead Inside sort of as like a constantly teaching us that lesson.
Yeah.
And you know what? I will say this too. I'm happy to be the Dead Inside band. I don't give a fuck. I'm just grateful that people are listening to our shit. And if that's like an access point, like I'm grateful it's that song and not other songs.
No,
Like,
totally. Yeah.
I love that song. I think it still like courses through the veins of what we're doing. But I am at this point where it's like I'm not even mad about it anymore because for a while I was mad that people were just like when people leave comments that were like can you make more Dead Inside?
Dead
Make more
Inside.
Dead Inside. It's like, yeah, you want me to remake the fucking same shit?
Yeah,
Like,
it's
what the?
I'm not gonna
That's
do
such
that.
a rude thing to say to
I would
somebody.
not do that.
But at this point, it's like, look, we're gonna have like most of our fans are gonna literally at this point, most of our fans are coming from Dead Inside
From that,
from
yeah.
Spotify, which
Of
is
course.
out of control. I mean, that's outrageous.
It's awesome.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool that we even have a song that's moving. Like that, I'm fucking grateful. But
Yeah.
at the same time, like just blinders up, bro. Blinders up. Let's just like make our art and like. It's amazing that people are coming from Dead Inside.
Yeah, we can't.
Yeah, and you
Let
never
that
know,
affect
like in
what
hindsight,
we're
what
doing.
song will take off.
Yeah, Charlie Kaufman just started like moving a little bit on SoundCloud and on Spotify.
Just random. You just don't know.
Came out like 8 months ago. I mean, like,
Yeah, you usually don't know for a while. Like, I mean, who the fuck like drops a song and then immediately blows up? That isn't like Kanye or
it doesn't unless you're
something.
Kanye. I mean,
yeah,
like,
yeah, unless you're like Taylor Swift or something like that. It just
even
doesn't
like
happen.
The Neighborhood, the biggest band fucking ever. Like that band's gigantic. And like I was just talking to the guy Lars, who shout out Lars, who mixes all our shit. But he was telling me like he produced this song for them, and like 5 years ago, like before we were even a band, that they put it out 5 years ago, and then now it's charting for the first time ever, and it's some random like non-single from their album.
It's
And it's
so
just like
weird.
that's just the fucking world we live in today, man.
It's so strange.
I wonder, was it TikTok? How did?
I don't know. I really don't know. I think people are just. I think TikTok's part of it, but I don't think it's everything. I think that people are finding. I think streaming just has like, sort of just democratized everything. Don't you think? Like
Yeah.
Yeah, but for them to find like that song specifically, especially when like,
algorithms, though.
for sure.
Do you know what I mean? Like certain songs people like listen to more, like for
Yeah, so it
longer
gets pushed in,
duration,
like,
so
a
it gets more push, and then
New
one
Music
thing leads to
Daily or
another.
something.
and,
Yeah.
like, which is the cool part about streaming. The non-cool part is you get paid pennies for millions.
Yeah,
of
your
streams.
music is just nothing. It's basically worth nothing. It has
Basically
has
worth
no
nothing.
value on that.
But you
That's
know
what
what?
NFTs are
Right.
for.
And NFTs hopefully will change that. I believe in it, man. I heard RAC's rant on Twitter about it. You
Okay.
should check that out, you guys.
What'd he say? Is he
Uh,
pro or anti?
He's very pro NFTs. RAC, the famous DJ. You should check it out.
Okay,
There you go.
Will do.
And fuck.
We've been talking about hometowns.
gonna
Lucas,
say
you
something
should-
else.
On a serious note,
Oh.
rest in peace, Taylor Hawkins. Lucas, do you want to
Yeah,
tell a story
yeah.
about-
Shout out to. Yeah, that's another LBHS
yeah, yeah,
alum.
from our hometown hero.
That is our hometown hero. Was Taylor Hawkins, and we just heard the news that he passed away. Super big bummer. I think a lot of people from Laguna Beach have stories about Taylor Hawkins because he was just fucking always hanging around. And I worked at the Sawdust Art Festival, which is a pretty popular little outside spot in Laguna Beach in the Canyon area, and he would just always be there. And then one time he fucking like took the time to stop and just like talk to me and ask me about shit. I honestly, this was like almost 10 years ago, so I kind of don't remember the details, but he was just like really nice and super supportive and just like really like I just started playing bass at the time, and he was like fucking I don't know, it was really awesome, dude. Like he was just the coolest guy. So many people in Laguna Beach have stories about this guy, and it was always so fucking nice. Just hang out, just show up at these big public areas. Everyone knew who he was. Yeah, no, it was great. It was he's a cool dude, and we love that guy.
Yeah, man.
And so I had a
fucking
little
bummer.
interaction with him. My memory's shit. I can't remember exactly.
I just
what
love that he
said,
was
but
like
it
supportive of like musicians.
He was so like
that's cool, man. Like
I was just some random kid that like my mom was like, "Oh, this is Taylor Hawkins," and and so like I was just some random kid, and he just like gave me all the time that I asked for no reason. Like he was clearly doing shit, and it was like, man, that was fucking cool. It was super nice. Yeah, we fuck with Taylor Hawkins here. We love Taylor Hawkins. I'm super fucking sad to hear that news, man. Really, really sad. So that's it. That's all. That's a downer note, but
All right,
we
and
love Foo
No, dude,
Fighters.
he's a
We love
fucking
Taylor
king,
Hawkins.
man.
He's a legend and a legendary drummer, and yeah, dude, nothing but respect for these guys and these musicians, and yeah, dude, Foo Fighters rule.
Foo Fighters fucking rule, man.
Foo Fighters rule.
all right.
And shout out. And I guess have we ever ended the show on a low note like this? Because I'm feeling kind of awkward.
Oh,
you know?
don't feel awkward,
Yeah.
man. Look, we got to throw it up for the king,
Yeah.
who will rest forever in our hearts. Every time I listen to Foo Fighters, I will be thinking about you. I hope the Foo Fighters continue to make music, but I could understand why they would stop too. So,
Yeah,
it's crazy, man. I mean, it's just really sad. But
super sad.
You know
Super
what?
sad news.
he is rocking out in fucking heaven right now, man.
Yeah, bro.
Playing the big drum in the sky, baby.
And also, this is another band I used to listen to. He has his own band too.
Oh, I didn't know
So
that.
yeah, check them out. Like they're super good. Same kind of style of like Foo Fighters. If you're into them, you'll be into like Taylor Hawkins shit for sure. You'll definitely be into them. So check his shit out. Yeah, sad day. But we take these moments to remember the positive shit.
Yeah, man. Fuck yeah.
all right.
Well,
That wraps that one.
water. Well, everyone, thanks for joining us.
Younger Hunger Podcast.
Oh, no, not that one.
gmail.com.